and her dog Toto lived on a small farm in Kansas. She loved Toto very much, and they would play together all the time. One day, there was a terrible cyclone.
We must get to the cellar, Toto,
Cried Dorothy, but it was too late. The whirling wind lifted the farmhouse into the air and carried Dorothy and Toto to the faraway land of Oz.
terrified Toto.
Shouted Dorothy. The lion blinked a tear and then hung his head in shame. Dorothy was shocked.
Why, you're nothing but a big coward.
The Wizard
Yellow
of
brick
Oz.
road led them to the end.
That's what we did.
That's Totoro. Not Totoro. Toto.
But she and her friends had been rapidly on.
Listen. Listen. Look.
The tiny group nervously entered the huge throne.
Good morning. We are just doing some old-fashioned audiobooks on tape. So we just did The Wizard of Oz, and do any of you guys remember these? I used to have loads and loads of these, and we used to use them in school. I can remember like elementary school listening to these in centers, you know? So I had found some of these at the thrift store a couple months back, and I thought, you know what, that would be something that would be really fun to include in our preschool time. So we just listened to The Wizard of Oz, and that was really fun. And I think you want another one, don't you? Do you want to listen to another one?
Winkle, winkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star?
No. How about wire dog?
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're running way behind, but I think maybe we'll do... You want to do one more? Yeah. All right, so let's get the bin of them. There's a lot, and we can see what our next story will be.
Yeah.
Now, some of these books don't have the tape, but some of them do. We have Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. Oh yeah, we have the Flintstones.
I want that.
The Flintstones. More Flintstones. Oh, Mary Poppins. That might be a good one.
No.
Mary Poppins. Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. That's the Sleeping Beauty tape. I think those are the tapes that go with these. Okay. So, let's see what's in this one. Okay. We have Bambi. Peter and the Wolf. That one might be good. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, the Jungle Book. You like that one?
No.
Jungle Book. All right. So if you like any of those are in here.
No.
All right. And then we have, let's see. We have just books. We have Chicken Little. We have the Three Little Pigs, but I don't think we have the cassette tape for this one.
Okay.
We have,
Who's this?
I don't know. We have 101 Dalmatians with no tape.
Oh, no, 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 no,
The
no.
Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Let's see, we have Goldilocks and the Three Bears with no tape. Oh, and we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You want your feet. All right, here we go. We're gonna read the Three Little Pigs. Okay, so we just did a couple of those stories. That was fun. And now I'm going to change Sammy's diaper and get him dressed. And then we're gonna do group subjects. You guys, it's like after 11. I'm like way off schedule today, but that's all right. We're just gonna keep on. Keep on keeping on. I breathed in a little bit of that coffee. So I'm gonna change Sammy's diaper. I'm gonna throw this couch back together really quick, and then we're gonna do our group subjects. So some days are like this, you know. And I feel like I'm constantly like trying to keep up. So what I'm gonna do is, that's why I poured myself a third cup of coffee, is I'm going to get myself focused, forget everything else. Once I get this bed put away, I'm gonna forget everything else, like all other housework stops, and then like hyper focus on getting through group subjects and finishing up school, and then jump back into everything else that needs attention. I'm supposed to go get some lab work at LabCorp today. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do that or not, or wait till tomorrow. You know, the order was faxed over, so it's not like I have to go right away. I can go whenever it's convenient, but I do want to go get it done. But I may wait till tomorrow because I think I missed a couple of days of my Synthroid last week, and I don't know. I need to like make sure that I take it good today and probably go tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, so I'll probably go Thursday or Friday. The other thing is we do need a few things at the grocery store, so I'm trying to decide if I'm going to place an order or try to go get that like at Aldi, or I don't know. Like, I do have an Instacart account, but sometimes I feel like I pay more through Instacart, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. But I don't like to leave the house because then I feel like that kind of throws a wrench in our day. But anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna make this bed and get my brain focused. Alright, Squanto and the Englishmen. It was a day of feasting in the village. More Indians came from their homes in the woods. More white men came from the ship. Captain George Weymouth gave the chief a present. It was a string of blue beads. The chief was pleased. He put the beads around his neck. He and Captain George Weymouth sat on a deerskin in front of the chief's house. The other white man sat near them. Some of the Indians said to each other, "Look, these men look very strange. They have strange magic," said Squanto's mother. "I wish they would go away." "They do not mean any harm," said Squanto. "They only want to trade with us." "I wish they had stayed in their own land," said Squanto's mother. And she went into the house. "Return to the land of Canaan. Bring your father and your families back to me. I'll give you the best land in Egypt. You can all enjoy the good things in the land. And here's something else I want you to tell them. Say to them, take some parts from Egypt. Your children and your wives can use them. Get your father and come back. Don't worry about the things you have back there. The best of everything in Egypt will belong to you." Then the sons of Israel did so. Joseph gave them carts as Pharaoh had commanded. He also gave them supplies for their journey. He gave new clothes to each of them. But he gave Benjamin more than 7 pounds of silver. Benjamin was the youngest brother. He also gave him 5 sets of clothes. He sent his father 10 male donkeys loaded with the best things from Egypt. He also... All right, we have been doing school at the table for about 3 hours. We had a lot to do today, and we still have some more work. Every now and then we'll get just slightly behind schedule, and I don't have to keep up with Sonlight's schedule. It can be a little bit much, but if we fall a little bit behind, then I just kind of tweak it a little bit, or I try to catch up on another week. So that's kind of what I've been doing a little bit today, just trying to catch up. My voice is kind of hoarse because I've been reading for a very long time. So I was just going to show you a little bit of our curriculum and what we're working through. I sent the kids outside for a brain break, but we started chapter 1 of The Witch of Blackbird Pond. We're also reading, now this is supposed to be like their reader. It's supposed to be one that they're reading on their own. My kids are horrible about actually reading on their own, so I'm helping, you know, kind of get them started. And that Mason's fine, but Maddie's not a reader. I'm trying to get her more interested in reading, so I started Squanto. Actually, we've read like 4 chapters just to kind of get her into the storyline, and then maybe she'll be more motivated to read that on her own. We did the American Indian Prayer Guide. We read in this book, which is the Landmark History of the American People from Plymouth to the West. I thought you guys were outside.
Yeah, we're going back.
Huh?
We're gonna go in the back.
Okay, go ahead. Because you only have a few minutes
Okay.
to play.
Yeah.
And then, what else did we do? Oh, this is their favorite. So we did the animal book. This is a DK book. It's absolutely gorgeous, but this is their favorite thing. Thanks to Modern Mom for Life for sharing this book. This is by far their favorite thing. They beg to do this. And we do the little guessing game like she recommended, and they love it. So we just read through different animals, facts about animals. We learned about the milk snake today. So we did that. And then we also read in the Bible. We're reading in Genesis and Luke. So we read the story of Joseph and his family and the grain and the famine and all of that in Egypt. And then we also read in Luke where Jesus is chastising the Pharisees for basically, you know, being empty on the inside. So we read about that, talked about that. We listened to our song. We're listening to Sing the Word. It's the Great in Counsel and Mighty Indeed CD. So we're doing track 2. And I cannot recommend that more, you guys. It's free on YouTube. And it's scripture put to music. And the kids do so well with that. So they have already memorized... they've already memorized, the first 6 weeks was, let's see, Psalm 8, 1 through 9. So they have already memorized all of that scripture. They can say all of that by heart. And that was just the first 6 weeks. So now we're into the second 6 weeks, and we're doing Romans 12, 14 through 16. And they have also memorized that. So, it's bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse, rejoice with those who rejoice, and weep with those who weep. So, yeah, I love that. Now, I will show you, this is science. We did a lot of science in the DK book, but that's not part of the Sonlight curriculum. This is our timeline we've got to fill out soon. Okay, but this is the book we've been working through for science. The Usborne Mysteries and Marvels of Nature. We read like 4 pages a day. So we would read that and that. And we did get behind on this. So we're kind of fairly behind. So anyway, I thought I would just skip the portion of the book that we're behind and catch back up with the actual planner so that we can just keep moving forward. And then if we, you know, we can circle back and, you know, cover some that we missed. So not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. All right. There's also science experiments, and I'm just doing that not every week, just as I feel that we have time and want to. And I got all the stuff for the history lap book, and we have not been doing that at all just because I'm finding it difficult to get everything in every day. But I bought it and I want to do it. I think it's a good project. So I'm trying to decide, see, every day there's a, or every week I should say, there is a lap book kit, and you have certain activities to complete each week. So I am thinking about letting the lap book activities and some of the science projects be some of the activities that we can do on our off weeks, and maybe during like Christmas break. So I was thinking of doing that. And I think I might do that so that during our break, it's not like a free-for-all, you know, with no rules. I'd still like to come to the table and do science experiments and our lap book activities. I think that'll work out. I think that'll work out pretty well. I am having trouble fitting in the preschool curriculum. The Sonlight curriculum is absolutely amazing, but it is a lot and it is kind of time consuming. But don't let that deter you, because it is so, how do I describe? It's so enjoyable. Whereas so many curriculums I've tried, and we have tried a lot, are not enjoyable. So I'm probably never gonna switch Sonlight again. Like, I have found what works for us in Sonlight. We are now 8 weeks into the curriculum and I adore it. I wish I would have switched to Sonlight in every subject years ago. Years ago. You guys, we've been homeschooling since 2015, and I did try Sonlight for like a kindergarten or preschool at one point. I loved it. I just didn't continue with it. But I've never tried it for like all of our subjects, and it has been just revolutionary. I cannot say that enough. It has been so good. So good. I love it. So anyway, I just wanted to sing Sonlight's praises a little bit because they're amazing. I would love to work with them sometime, you know, maybe in the future, and promote their products because I adore it. And it has actually brought back some of the love of homeschooling that I had lost. And I had stuck with like the classical conversation stuff for far too long, way past the point that I should have. And I kind of regret it. But you know, you live and you learn. But it was not for us. And I see that so vividly now. Anyway, that's my rant. That's a whole nother video. We need to do a video on that. You know, not dissing Cece, but like why it didn't work for us and how Sonlight has like changed our homeschool in such a good way. All right, so, timer's going off. Alexa, stop timer. It's almost 2 o'clock, which means it's time for lunch. It's time for naps. And Maddie and I are going to be doing, Alexa, stop timer. Maddie and I have language arts to do, and then I think we're pretty much done for the day. So yeah, we didn't start till 11 or so. We've been doing like almost 3 hours worth of table work. Mason did his independent work early this morning. Maddie did hers before we started as well, except for language arts. I'm gonna do some, okay, so I've noticed a few things that we need to work on. I've noticed that Maddie needs to work on spelling a little more, and we need to work on some of her money. Like, she needs to go back over counting money some, and we need to work on, math has always been a really big struggle for Maddie, and we took a huge break and stepped back from it, which is fine. But we have a little bit of, you know, we have a little bit of makeup that we need to do for that period of time that we kind of took a break from math. So she needs to go back to doing just some very, you know, basic multiplication. She's really good at that, multiplication. She's perfect at addition. She's great with subtraction. We're just going to go back over some math facts a little bit to kind of get those wheels turning in that area. She's doing what's she doing? She's doing multiplication, getting those skills really honed in through Matthew C. And then I may even move her, well, no, I'm gonna let her complete this curriculum this year. So anyway, so that's what we're probably gonna do today. A little bit of flashcards, and then I need to do some more preschool with Solomon. Loads of homeschooling getting done today. That's the plan. So some days are light on work and some days are kind of heavy, and it's Wednesday, so it's the perfect day to just kind of, you know, get all the work done. So we usually take Fridays off, but we took a couple days off last week because of the hurricane, and so we will be doing Friday work probably this week and next week, just trying to get caught up from those couple of days that we took off. So all right, I'm gonna go probably put Sammy down, make some lunch, and make a little bit of a grocery list. And I'd love to go to Trader Joe's and pick up a few things that I love from there, but I don't know if I'll have time. We'll see. I need to work on the grocery budget. All right, you guys, so we're getting ready to get this house back in order. It is really bad. It's gotten really, really bad while we were doing all that homeschooling. So I thought I would just give you a look at what needs to be dealt with. The living room, first of all. Oh, we have a thin mint. Okay, your passy's right there. See it? There's actually 2 right there. All right, so we've got toys and things and shoes and jackets and even crunched up Fritos in here that we need to deal with. Okay, and then we have stuff on the counters. This area is especially bad. Stuff all over the table. Blankets, socks, just, yeah, stuff everywhere. I had to wash the sheets, so they are drying. We had a bit of a little accident with little ones, and you're ready for your nap time too. No. Did you hit your nose? Did you hit your nose? That's your passy?
Ew.
Is there something on it? Ew, what is it? Did I get it? You want to go night-night? Do you want to go night-night? Sammy Sam. Come on, let's go night-night. Anyway, we've got to get this done. Mason's making some macaroni and cheese.
My stomach hurts.
Maddie's tummy hurts because I think she ate too many of these. And we are going to get these chores done.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
All right, let's go lay.
I know. All right, so I had to put Sammy down for his nap first before cleaning. So now we are gonna start cleaning the house. It's so bad, like we don't even know where to start. So we're just gonna maybe tag team the living room and then move on to the kitchen. But we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie on, which is one of my favorites. So we're gonna watch that a little bit while we clean up. got the house pretty cleaned up, actually. It looks pretty good. I've been working some on laundry, doing some preschool with Solomon. We're having a bit of a behavioral thing issue right now, but hang on a minute, bud. But the living room looks much better. We got the floors vacuumed up and swept up, and I'm currently working on packing some things away that I didn't want out anymore, and going through. Okay, this is our catch-all over here. This happens to be the area that always ends up cluttered with mail, paper clutter. We have this drawer that is really messy. A lot of garage type things end up in here. Miscellaneous stuff, pens, pencils, screwdrivers. It's that drawer, if you know what I mean. So I need to deal with this. Hi guys. All right, so I've been doing the grocery order all day. For the last hour or so. I've been doing a grocery order. Y'all, I'm tired. My brain's not working right now. We have like no food in the house, and I ordered from Aldi, and it's gonna be here tonight. But I'm trying to come up with something for dinner. So I think I'm gonna make pancakes and some bacon and fresh fruit. I know we had breakfast for dinner last night, but we're gonna do it again tonight because that's what I have on hand. And it's kind of like one of those last minute, oh my gosh, we need food moments. So I am going to use this. You're in the handcuffs. So I have this. I have some bacon, and I have loads of grapes and strawberries. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get it going. It's 6:30. I have to get my butt in gear.
Mom,
All right, you guys, cleaning the kitchen, and I'm trying to wipe off some pencil markings. So Samuel has discovered pencils, and he has gone around and made marks on
No, he's made art.
everything.
He's made art on everything. He said he's the best artist known to man. He's Picasso.
So now I get to go around and try and clean off doors and walls. Okay, let me just show you. So this is what I'm talking about right here.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got some,
Oh, and right here.
we've got some
discovered markers.
teaching to do here.
He discovered markers. Oh, sure. So he discovered markers, and let's just say it's not pretty. Yeah. He drew. Yeah, it looks like a smiley face. Mom, he drew a smiley face. Well, yeah.
So dinner's done. We had the pancakes and bacon and grapes. It was good. So I'm just getting everything cleaned up, getting the dishwasher loaded. And then I think I'll be editing this video. I feel like I've looked like a hot mess all day. Getting jammies on, cleaning up, and then I may or may not do a little more purging tonight with this evening time that I sometimes get this like burst of purging energy, some kind of decluttering. I don't know what space that I'll tackle, but if I do, I'll try to show you guys. But I'm just really motivated, and I like to take advantage when I'm really motivated and get it all done. So, because today I'm trying to think. I bagged up like maybe 4 or 5 things to get rid of, but not as much as I would have hoped. So I did do a little bit of reorganizing in the living room on the shelves. Kind of took some things down and just made them, let's see if I can kind of zoom you guys in, but essentially just kind of cleaned them up a little bit, and I may take a little more off, I'm not sure. So yeah, it's coming along. I still have all of this paper clutter to deal with, but I will do that. I might have to wait and do that tomorrow, I'm not sure. But Maddie's gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna finish cleaning the kitchen, and then I will see you guys in a minute. All right, you guys, so we just got our Aldi order delivered. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm surprised that I was able to get it delivered, but here is the Aldi groceries, and I'm trying to get this fridge cleaned out so that I can put all of this away. And this fridge is really gross, so I'm just gonna do like a quick clean in here and try to get these groceries put away. Got lots of ground beef. I think I got 4 packs of ground beef. I got a big thing of chicken breast. I still have the pork boneless ribs. So that should be good. Lots of sandwich meat and cheeses and yogurts. And some carrots and celery and onion and salad, cucumbers.